Hello everyone and now welcome to a 2v2 matchup. This game is going to be between LawLiet and Sock going up against Gush and FpXy. Thank you for the follow as we're already looking at, well, what are we looking at right here? We're looking at, I believe this is LawLiet spawning as, or this is, I'll have to put it right here. This is Sock spawning as the, well, teal human, and also LawLiet is also going to be the teal human. Both of these players actually did choose random, so they randomly into human, 1 out of 16 chance possibility to get that particular unique combination here on Shattered Exile. Hi Sock, you remember FpXXX NetEase? Yes. Alright. Well, apparently they're talking to each other and saying, "Do you guys remember me?" And well, I don't know if you could get higher praise than being asked a professional player, "Hey, do you remember playing me?" He's like, "Yeah, I remember playing you." I don't know if you thought FPXXX Gosu or Noob. All right, they're having a bit of fun right there as things are getting underway. Razor Moon spawning as the yellow night elf. Meanwhile, we are looking at Gush spawning as, well, the yellow human. So human versus human night elf. Hello, PZ012. How are you doing? Now, we are going to be opening up with a Blood Mage first. Interesting choice. And a Keeper of the Grove going up against a Paladin rifle strategy made publicly known by Thorzane. As Thorzane's really one of the few human players that I know who knows that timing build inside and out. Got to meet him back when before COVID and perhaps the last real LAN event of Warcraft 3. Hopefully, Blizzard, if they ever decide to throw another LAN event as an apology to Warcraft 3 Reforged, that would also be great, but I'm not crossing my fingers. Coming back down, it is going to be Paladin Rifles going up against Archmage Footmen, a very nice 1-2 combination from the human random duo, allowing them to, well, fill up the gaps that one particular player tries to make. So I am expecting Footmen, Spellbreakers, and Knights out of Sock. Meanwhile, we could go into Rifleman Mortar teams LawLiet, and then actually opening up with those some priests coming in from Sock's side, since he does have the Archmage. Keeper of the Grove off to the north here already has used 2 summon of those tree ends to get 4 trees out onto the battlefield. Assassin now attempting to take down this Ancient of War. Ancient of War has suffered quite a bit of damage, could actually get taken down, loses a bit of that aggro right there, and now, well, needs to be repaired. Keeper of the Grove picking up that Tome of Strength. Meanwhile, back across here, we are already looking at the yellow human player setting up a fast expansion here. 5 peasants quickly trying to build that up. We'll build that up more than double time. I believe 2 additional peasants is actually double time, as we're looking at the Archmage picking up that Mantle of Intelligence. All right, Divine Shield as the choice of instead of Devotion Aura. Interesting choice, as the Paladin is perhaps one of the more frontline heroes, but typically in that Rifle Paladin army, Devotion Aura comes out on top, and a lot of players actually go for Devotion Aura level 3 over level 3 Holy Light. But then again, there is that concentration on the heroes here, as that Archmage could end up getting taken down very quickly. Dear Crota, or purchaser of the most expensive internet access unit I know, how are you? I'm doing very well. I guess I made comments about how much the limit on my internet access the other day, and people were like, "Oh my gosh!" Well, it's also because I get 1.25 terabytes of upload and download. So if that's the case, right? Like 1.25 terabytes is perhaps more than enough for most people. It's just that because I upload so much information that I need the additional capacity. So I don't know. Why don't you guys figure out what I think, like a 30-minute YouTube video at 720p is, I think, is like 60 megabytes. So yeah, you could do plenty right there. And meanwhile, diving on into here, Sock gonna try and back on out. There's a banish, archers, and now we are looking at assassins coming across here. You can tell both players have a very good understanding of the map here, as we are looking at the assassin who just may get entangled to death right here. He is trying to hide, and he is now down to 61 hit points, 42, 22. Is he going to actually fall? And it looks like yes, he will. Another footman getting entangled, taken down, and both players have great understanding of this map here, as they both went for that assassin for that early piercing damage and poison damage here. Meanwhile, we are looking at an expansion up and operating on both sides of the map as well, and both sides are going to try and lick their wounds and head back home. There is that poison taking that damage over time, trying to head back and head away. Keeper of the Grove at level 3. Looks like level 2 Entangle was on the table. Meanwhile, we are now looking at a Naga Sea Witch to follow this up. And what is the human player? Is he going to try and grab an additional hero? He should not be able to. Tech to tier 2, nowhere near done, as he went for an expansion instead. Alright, Renegade Wizard will end up falling. Level 3 now on the Blood Mage. Level 3, level 1, and Naga Sea Witch looking to get some additional items. Meanwhile, Sok and LawLiet looking to add in a little bit more. It is in fact a Devotion Aura coming in from the teal human player on that Paladin rifle strategy, as now the Naga Sea Witch going to start picking off units with those cold arrows. Alright, a little bit of damage being added back forth once more, and we're going to see a little bit more damage, and there goes a Rifleman quickly taken down as the Blood Mage comes in from the far side to siphon mana away from the Archmage of Sok. That is going to be a bit of trouble here, as both sides are fighting their way through. Sok and LawLiet trying to continue to make their way back here. Footman with Defend, reflecting back that damage, and well, we're looking at LawLiet being forced to retreat all the way back. During this time, Razor Moon and his partner are going to both be able, and FpXy are both going to be able to easily just build up more experience, unless Sok and LawLiet are continuing to punish it here. Another one of the water elementals will get taken down, siphon mana away once more. Sok losing all of that precious mana once again. FpXy and Gusch both still while trying to control the middle portion of the map. A lot of action going around here, as we're looking at the Footman now diving on in. No Defend there. Defend now finally being used to try to reflect a little bit of damage back, as more siphon mana coming back the other way. Blood Mage has to be careful. Are we going to see some Entangles go down? No, we are not. Footman with Defend now trying to retreat, and this is going to be a little bit of a counter push, as Sok now able to push back with Militia joining in on the fight. Naga Sea Witch and Keeper of the Grove trying to retreat back, as more Footmen and Militia coming in from the north. Even the Goblin Shredder of Sok joining in on the battle here, trying to take down that Naga Sea Witch. Naga Sea Witch slithering off to the north, going to have a little bit of problems. Purposely aggroes the creeps in order to try and perhaps buy a little bit of time, and we're off to the races still, and beautifully played by Razor Moon there. Beautifully played by Razor Moon FpXy right there. Meanwhile, back down to the south, continuing the fight. Another Entangle does go down. Is it going to get saved, or is it going to get denied? It is just going to get killed. No save there, as the Paladin did not have enough mana just quite yet. Blood Mage siphon mana off of the Keeper of the Grove. Keeper of the Grove losing quite a bit of mana. May try and funnel it back into the Paladin here, as he is upside down on mana and quickly goes back to 285. More siphon mana coming back the other way. The Naga Sea Witch, the yellow Naga Sea Witch, was taken down. Blood Mage Paladin continuing to work around, as we see, is that 3 Blood Mages in a 2v2 matchup? Yes, it is. Mana is going to be very difficult to come by for the yellow team suddenly, as things have changed around. Goblin Shredder coming back around here. We're looking at more damage coming back through. Footmen trying to fight here. Blood Mage, where's it going to go? A little bit more damage pushing back the other way, as the Footmen are able to retreat back out. 1 level 3 Blood Mage for the yellow team. Meanwhile, 2 level 1 Blood Mages for the teal team here, as the Footmen do have Defend. There's a Banish going down onto that poor Blood Mage, as the Footman with his shield up still getting shot in the back and taken out. Alright, a little bit of attacks going on here. Meanwhile, Archmage of Sok looking to put in pressure. And what is going on inside this base here? A triple racks strategy. Yes, triple barracks inside the yellow human base in WarCraft 3, not here in StarCraft 2. Continuing to fight back and forth. The Trappers are going to get taken down. Level 1, level 3 most likely level 2 Holy Light, as the Archmage looks to back away once more. Siphon mana trying to take away more mana once again. Devotion Aura level 1. Yep, gotta believe it's level 3. Level 2 Holy Light to try and save up more units. Blood Mage Archmage continuing to battle, siphon mana there. One Archmage giving mana across the board. That is a lot of Riflemen, and now adding in of Casters as an attack, now heading off to the top here. Sock gonna end up losing his Goblin Shredder. Units are trying to retreat back here. Mountain Giants now pushing back in the other side, as this is gonna turn into a base race scenario. However, the Mountain Giants with their siege attack and medium armor are gonna be very difficult to take down, especially as no Knights are yet available. All right, Sock looking to try and hold on to this base here. Is it going to turn into a base race scenario? Who's going to come out on top? Footman with defend, multiple defend right there, trying as Razorman now calls for the back. Calls for the back here. We're taking down multiple peasants and units as we're still continuing to push pressure here. Meanwhile, back on the other side, Flame Strike going down across, repairs underway, double towers trying to push back the pressure, and this is a battle on two fronts as the Footmen are still trying to engage here. Level 2 now on the Blood Mage of Sock. Sock could try and siphon more mana away. Blood Mage, trying to get down a little bit more banish, and there's a banish onto the Water Elemental. Where is that? Well, Scroll of Town Portal going to land right off to the side, but the Mountain Giants are now a bit stuck in a rather precarious spot. Blood Mage siphoning mana away from the Keeper of the Grove. Keeper of the Grove, what is this? All right, it looks like something in my geometry class back in middle school as, well, Blood Mage Siphon, Blood Mage Siphon, Blood Mage Siphon. Trying to create a triangle, but didn't quite work out. More Siphon mana coming back the other way. Units are trying to retreat back once more. Knights are out onto the field to go after some of those Riflemen as Teal now being forced to retreat back. LawLiet says, you know what, I don't want to be sticking around here at all. As they retreat back here, one Priestess of the Moon added in once more by Razorman or FpXy. He's going to head back as well, and what is going to be happening next, that is the question. All right, Rifleman, Blood Mage, Paladin, all trying to heal back up. It looks as though a Sock is getting ready as well, should be healing back up here in just a moment. Only 3 priests and 3 sorceresses here. Armies are actually rather small at this. Well, actually 60 over 72. Where is the rest of the army? Well, Knight here, Mortar Team, training up some additional units. Sorceress getting trained. Maybe there's a collection of other units being shared. Oh, the expansion. All right, so additional peasants being occupying that expansion there. Right, both sides getting ready to fight in the middle portion of the map. There are a lot of Knights out here on the battlefield coming in from the yellow side to go after all of those Riflemen. Riflemen now looking to retreat back, and there's a Flame Strike across a tightly grouped group of Riflemen there. Scroll of Healing trying to counteract some of that damage, but that could be a problem. Triple Mountain Giant Illusions also will be absorbing quite a bit of damage. Staff of Preservation saves as more Flame Strike goes down to add in more damage here. Sundering Blades going up against the Mountain Giant. Mountain Giant taking quite a bit of damage. Now need to try and retreat back as the units are trying to flee once more. Level 2 Holy Light saving Socks. Blood Mage there, as we're still looking at another Flame Strike across all of those casters. The world is just on fire between those Flame Strikes there. No more healing scrolls either, as Knights are getting taken down rather quickly. All right, more fighting, more damage underway. Siphon mana against Siphon mana. There goes another Flame Strike. Units are trying to retreat back once more as the Blood Mage currently entangled, unable to break free right there. All right, more damage adding on through. Bunch of low hit point Mountain Giants, but so difficult to tell which ones are the real ones. There goes a real Mountain Giant right there. The Illusions ones are still trying to join in on the battle, but they are pretty much being ignored as the Priestess of the Moon gets to level 2. We are looking at Orb of Venom on both the Keeper of the Grove and the Priestess of the Moon here. So the damage over time is starting to really tick on higher and higher, especially with all of those other units trying to retreat back the other way. Blood Mage is going to retreat back. There is a Staff of Sanctuary as well. There's more Siphon mana, trying to remove mana from that Paladin, and now we'll try and retreat back as well. Blood Mage down to 325 hit points. Massive battles on both sides as, Razorman was attempting to set up an expansion off to the north. That will get cleaned up very quickly as triple mortar teams will take down this Tree of Life in no time flat. All right, another round of attacks right there. Repairs are possible, but one more volley was enough with the help of the Knights down onto the battlefield. All right, Wisp going to come across with some detonations. It looks at, we're looking at both sides. The armies are not quite together. Is Flame Strike the AoE spell with the most damage? I believe it technically does more than Blizzard if you stand in it the entire time, because the initial damage is higher than Blizzard, but then Blizzard comes back stronger if you stand in it the entire time. It's that you have a smaller reaction window, and so generally more damage is done with Flame Strike since you have a smaller reaction window. Blizzard, if you're standing there after the 5th or 6th wave on a level 2 Blizzard, or even worse, a level 3 Blizzard, that's pretty much your fault. Coming back off to the north here, siege engines now joining in on the battle. Cold arrows coupled with mountain giants should be able to take down those siege engines in no time flat, but the armies are actually rather split. Meanwhile, down to the south here, Blood Mage Paladin going to try and pick off some of these units. Once more mortar teams are going to be added in as one siege engine dives into an enemy base only to, well, get absolutely destroyed. 2-on-1 fight down across here. There goes a mortar team, while picking up a free tome. There's a knight trying to reach its way off to the north. Scroll of Town Portal on a rather small army. What is going across here? Paladin now trying to finish off some more units as a 2-on-1 fight could be happening. Scroll of Town Portal as well going to be teleporting back into this battle. Come on, wait for it. Wait for it. There it goes, teleporting off inside once more. 2-on-2 fight, but just fighting where it is a very narrow choke point and allowing the mortar teams to use their range effectively. That is going to be key. Fairy Dragons of Razor Moon now off to the north here. Well, Riflemen need to take down all of those units as another Flame Strike hits across multiple units. Multiple priests getting taken out in a second right there as the Knights are trying to retreat back. That level 2 Flame Strike, or was it level 3? Level 3 Flame Strike, you can see that damage window is just so short as the Blood Mage able to just burst down all of those casters in no time at all. Scroll of Town Portal being used. They're going to try and retreat back away, and Yellow is just pretty much saying, you know what, let me just watch you as you go. Major damage being brought forth from, well, Gusch and FpXy, also known as Razor Moon. Coming back across the other side, what is happening next? Well, Naga Sea Witch, Priestess of the Moon leading the charge here. Low hit point knights in that front ground, but still with decent amount of armor. Mortar teams are being brought back over, and this has been a seesaw battle going back and forth. Level 3 Flame Strike really damaging all of those riflemen there as another Flame Strike comes across here. Flame Strike heading on through, big damage again. Are we going to see the dead knight? Yes, we are. There are some dead knights as well. Your mana is my mana, and Flame Strikes are pretty much just everywhere on the map. There goes a Flame Strike. Are we going to see another Flame Strike as well? The mortar teams, however, having enough time to dodge it, as the battle, well, without this level of zoom, cannot see all of the intricacies of this battle here. Rifleman now trying to back away. Not enough healing to try and keep all of those units alive as a teal Blood Mage falls at level 3. Another teal Blood Mage could end up falling. Rifleman trying to escape, and they're going to be, well, burnt to a crisp as well, as that level 3 Flame Strike really doing a lot of work. However, a very low hit point Blood Mage trying to escape. Slow poison coming across. Is the Knight going to get the killing blow? That is the question. Getting tied up on a sheep. And what is going on? This Knight is just trying to chase after this Blood Mage, unable to do so. And, well, there goes another slow bit of poison, and it looks like the Blood Mage is going to be okay. Beautiful micro running all the way back home. Good to see you too. Thanks for tuning in. All right, a little bit of retreat once more. That Blood Mage was able to escape at 30 hit points. And now, Sok, all he has to show for it is a slow poisoned Knight, which will not make it back home. All right, this is going to give the Blood Mage level 6. That was the reason why he was running back after the Knight, to get the experience as opposed to having it shared amongst all of Yellow's heroes. New Tree of Life was established back off to the north. No expansion down to the south. It is going to be 4 gold mines to 3 for at least another 2.5 minutes. And then 2 gold mines. Actually, no, the east and west gold mines are nearly done. So it is going to be 1 gold mine to 0 here in just a moment, as the expansions are nearly out of gold as well. Archmage runs off to the north here, trying to make sure that this gold mine is not going to get fully up and operational. If it does, that will spell certain doom for LawLiet and Sok, and they need to, well, nip it in the bud, so to speak, so that it doesn't get out of control. Priest are already off over here. Mountain Giant's going to go ahead and come across, give a taunt. Priestess of the Moon sitting at level 2 with level 2 True Shot Aura. There goes the Scroll of Town Portal, a tactical retreat, hit and run tactic, level 4 on the Naga Sea Witch. Priestess of the Moon still staying at level 2. Couple of a couple of fly machines quickly get taken down here. Is it going to be able to make its way back over? Fairy Dragon's trying to catch sight of it as the fly machine now retreats back home. Blood Mage, what's going on? Flame Strike over the trees, dealing damage here. Paladin now overhead, gonna try and buy some items, siphon mana for all of his efforts. What is he doing? Now picked back up and leaving back out again. All right, main gold mines, or expansion gold mines, 40 seconds of mining left, fighting through the trees right here. Fly machine's going to get taken down. I don't see anything else. A couple of knights in the background, not engaging, not quite sure what is going on as Teal is trying to fight here. Arcane Tower is offering a little bit of protection. Mortar teams just lobbing attacks against the Town Hall, which isn't that helpful, as there's not that much gold left in the gold mine. Flame Strike should be, well, flying in from everywhere, and there is that AoE damage across all of those units. Small window of opportunity to just try and dodge that damage. Archmage of Sock trying to move away. They're going to be trying to pull back. Rifleman continuing that push. There goes another Flame Strike. That's going to hit a couple of Razor Moons, Mountain Giants as well, trying to slow things down, but the mortar teams are still pushing back. Sock and LawLiet continuing this endeavor and damage here. Well, we are also looking at the Phoenix getting in some damage off to the north. It will be coming to an end here in just a moment. Going to try and retreat back and then turn into an egg and perhaps hatch again, which will give it another powerful unit for a lot longer. Mountain Giants continuing the battle. Scroll of Town Portal battling back out. Sock's Archmage in a bit of trouble. It is entangled and it may be dead here in just a moment. There it goes, finishing it off right there. Level 5 Archmage falls. Expansion has no more mining left, and things are not looking good for the Korean duo. Mortar teams are in position to continue to cause zoning problems. However, the yellow Blood Mage is finally out of mana, not allowing for any additional flame strikes, and now being forced to try and pull back again. Alright. Need mana on the Keeper of the Grove. Keeper of the Grove out of mana. Need mana on the Blood Mage first. There goes Siphon mana away, but Staff of Sanctuary taking the Paladin out of the fight there, breaking that connection, trying to siphon mana once more. Keeper of the Grove is losing mana quickly. There's that siphon mana coming back the other side again, as the Keeper of the Grove does get up to level 6. Level 6 Keeper of the Grove. Are we going to see mana onto the Keeper of the Grove and then use of Tranquility? That would be a great use right now, as for Tranquility. Siphoning mana away again, siphoning mana away again. Keeper of the Grove needed that mana, not getting any necessary mana, and not getting a Flame Strike again. Alright, a Goblin Zeppelin was shot out of the air. Dizziness is absolute trouble, as the Riflemen are not attacking back at all. Blood Mage falls at level 4, level 7 now on the Blood Mage here, and well played, and that is gonna be the game. Beautiful game on both sides, a back and forth effort, tides constantly turning, but Gusch and FpXy able to beat, well, LawLiet and Sock in a 2v2 fun match here. Absolutely beautiful game. Let me know what you guys think about, or let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments below. Trying to get to the closing credits score to see what the ultimate scores were in the end. Come on. Do I need 16? 32 speed? Alright, 32 speed. Alright, so yeah, Razor Moon and Gusch, or FpXy, definitely leading the way throughout. Sock and LawLiet unable to really get enough traction. That Flame Strike from the Blood Mage, that level 3 Flame Strike, really eating through many of those Riflemen and casters. And normally in a 2v2 matchup like this, I don't see casters in that frontline location that much. Razor Moon was doing a great job flanking, closing in that distance, and, well, making it so that it was difficult to try and back away with those casters. We saw a number of priests, well, with a very short reaction window, and just getting absolutely toasted in no time flat. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it.